A quad stretch is definitely one of the most common stretches that I see people do, and that's this one here where you pull your heel in towards your hip, and you feel a nice stretch in the front. It's a little isolated. I'd actually like to show you a more integrated way of stretching the front of your thigh. You can very easily accomplish it inside of a true stretch, and here's how it goes. The first thing you want to do is get an AirX pad. It's a soft, squishy pad. They're floating around the studio. The platform is a little hard, so that's why we use that there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place my right foot all the way back into the true stretch and let my knee come down. What's going to be a little difficult to see is that I'm actually pulling my toes actively into the true stretch to hold me in place. From here, I'm going to set my foot out in front of me, but not too far. I don't want my starting position to be too aggressive that I feel too much of a stretch and then it becomes painful. But in this position with my body upright, I already feel a nice stretch through my thigh. And what I want to start to do is move in the sagittal plane, so that's forward and back with my left knee. Every time I bend forward here, I feel a nice stretch through the front of my thigh, a little bit in my groin, and a little bit on the outside. Now, we know in function we're very variable, so we want to change the foot position to affect where I feel the stretch here. From here, what I'd like to do is I'm going to go wide. Now, as I go wide, my foot's still straight, but I feel the stretch in a completely different place now. I feel it more on the groin as well as the front of the thigh. Then from here, what I can do is tweak into the transverse plane, let the foot toe out. So now my foot's driving more toward the outside, and now I feel even more in my groin as well as my thigh. And then what I want to do is I'm going to come narrow. I'm going to come toward the inside of the true stretch. And as I bend forward, I'm definitely getting a nice thigh stretch, but a little bit more to the outside. Then I'm actually just going to rearrange my foot and toe in a little bit. As I toe in, my body's naturally going to want to do a twist. That's okay, just let that happen. And I feel the thigh stretch as well as the outer thigh. Once you do that, go to the other side, make sure that you do both, and do a ratio on the tighter side of 2 to 1.